Yeah, Coach, obviously it was Rob's big night. I don't know if there was anything you saw in practice or in pregame warm-ups that led to him in terms of coming into the game, or what, how do you explain him, coming in, hitting his first 5 shots, and, obviously hitting the game winner at the end?
I don't normally give inside scoop away, but Rob and I had a beautiful conversation hours before the ball game. And just nice to see how he stepped out and performed. It was beautiful to watch.
George?
Woody, you knew coming into this game, Indiana Purdue, that it was going to be crazy. Can you reflect back on a game maybe that you played in that ended like this, or an Indiana Purdue game that ended like this? But I mean, it was like a fairy tale ending.
There are a lot of games back in the day that I played. Ohio State probably stands out as one of the big moments of winning the Big Ten title, winner takes all, and it was an overtime game. But boy, our fans tonight were just unbelievable, man. God, they were great. But it's a big win for our team. It's been a while, since we beat Purdue, and they have a hell of a team, man. They're well coached, and we battled from the beginning to the end, man, until we got it done.
Justin?
I'll try to ask it. The beautiful conversation between you and Rob. What can you tell us about
That's
what was
in-house. You can't give me. I gave you too much information.
Yeah. Jeff, and then we'll go back to Anthony.
You seemed pretty emotional when you walked off that court tonight. What did it mean to you to see those kids come on the floor to get a win against Purdue as you're walking off?
Man, it's all about these guys. These 17 guys that wear the uniform. It's not about me. But when anytime you can beat Purdue, and they feel the same about us. And it's been a while since we've beaten them. It's special, and I didn't dribble one ball and make one shot, man. It was those guys in that locker room that got it done. I couldn't be more proud of a team, boy. They played their hearts out tonight.
Yeah.
Coach, what exactly did you think about Fennessy's performance, and why do you think he was that good in this setting against the number 4 team in the country?
Again, I don't know. Basketball gods were looking down upon us. Because I thought after our conversation, he responded, man. And it's nice to see. When you got a coach-player relationship with these guys, sometimes you got to have a man-to-man talk, and that's what happened hours before the game, and he responded. It's kind of nice to see.
Okay, Jim and Mike Schumann.
Mike, if I'd have told you that Trace Jackson Davis would play 11 minutes, score 11 points in this game, what would you have thought your chances would actually be?
Well, it's the first time he's been in foul trouble with me as the coach, and that's kind of a scary thought, but my mentality is, and I think the players feel the same way, it's next man up, and I thought Mike stepped up, and it's most minutes he's played this year, and he gave us some positive minutes, man, and we're going to need that the rest of the way. There are other teams in the Big Ten that's just as big, maybe not as big, but got big bodies, and that's why we brought Mike on board, and I thought he answered the challenge tonight.
Mike?
Coach, that stretch after Trace went out in the first half, I thought your defense was about as good as it had been all year. What made it so good? I think you forced 10 Purdue turnovers in the first half.
Well, again, our ability to stay aggressive, when we have to, we can make teams go through our half-court defense, man. That's when we're really at our best, where we're not giving a lot of things over the top, giving layups up, or quick strikes, as we call them, for threes. If you go through our half court, then we got a chance of defending a possession. And I thought the first half, man, is as good as we defended. Ohio State was pretty damn good too, but tonight's first half was really, really good.
Coach, your bench had more minutes than your starters did tonight. How proud of you are your bench, and what does it say about your depth moving forward?
Well, again, I made this statement. Hell, if the bench is rolling, I'm gonna ride them until they tongues fall out. And I thought tonight, they was doing it in the first half, man. So I stuck with them as long as I could, Yeah.
Hey, Coach, obviously, Robbie great off the bench tonight. Going into the second half, did you consider putting him into the starting 5 to start?
No, that never entered my mind. Our starters have been pretty good together, And granted, Parker and Miller didn't really sniff that much of it tonight. Their defense was pretty good. I thought Miller played a hell of a defensive game. But, you know, the guys that got it going off the bench, you know, you gotta see if they still have it. And, you know, I didn't go back with Tamar, played Geronimo a little bit. I kind of shortened the rotations the second half, and sometimes you gotta do that.
Mike, Rob had 17 in the first half. He had not scored in the second half. He missed the shot right before that timeout. Was that the play call for him to shoot the ball there in the corner?
I tell you what, I came out of the one timeout and he said, "Hey, give me the ball and run a play for me." And we ran the play out of the first timeout, and he was wide open on the three that he missed. And I told him, if he came around you open, shoot it. And then the next play, we just put in a new underneath out of bounds play today, and it worked. You know, he came off, Trace was wide open as well, but Gallo decided to throw it to Rob, and Rob let it go. So, I mean, it made it. So that was probably the biggest shot of the night.
Coach, Purdue had 10 turnovers in the first half. Is that something you preach from this whole week preparing for Purdue?
I mean, again, they're a well-oiled machine, man. They cut hard, they pass the ball. They got two big guys that are a major presence inside, and then they got perimeter guys that can play. Ivy's a he's a handful, man, for any team, and he got going the second half. But I just thought our defense, you know, we had a lot of deflections the first half that put us in position to get the 10 turnovers, and you know, we got to, you know, that's who we are. That's what we got to do when we're playing. We got to defend, man, and rebound the ball.
Go ahead, Dustin.
Just, you mentioned Ivy in defense. How important was Trey Galloway tonight, especially at least like when you put him on Jaden? It seemed like that.
Well, you know, when I took Parker out, we came back with Gallo, and then Gallo kind of slowed him down a little bit, but he still made some tough shots. I mean, that guy's pretty damn good, boy.
Ken?
Considering some of the turnover problems you've had in past games, you had 3 total turnovers, only 2 of those from a player. Just how satisfying is it to see that progress in that area?
It's great. I don't have to run. A lot. I got to run a little bit. You know, I got some sprints. I mean, I think we got 9 that I got to do in each one. Added on the 6 that we haven't gotten in yet. So I got 15 of them, man. That's a low, but I'll take them. They don't turn it over. I'm happy to run.
Okay, Tyler, Tom, then finish up with Jeff.
Coach, when you took over the job here and first started watching film of Rob, what stood out to you?
I mean, the thing when I look at Rob, you know, he's a senior that's been around. He's had his ups and downs. And when I took the job, you know, I sat down with everybody that decided to stay, and I told Rob, hey, what happened in the past is in the past, man. You know, I'm telling you, you can shoot it, you can do your thing, man. And it's okay to be good. It's okay to be great, you know. And I told him tonight in the locker room, man, regardless of what anybody said, I'm always gonna be in your corner, and that's all he needs right there. You know, when the coaches by your side, man, you should cherish it and just play, you know, not only for Rob, but for the jersey that you wear. So he's been great, man. I mean, he's had his ups and downs, but I thought tonight, man, he was on a mission, boy, and it was nice to see.
Tom, then Jeff.
Mike, for all the foul trouble that Trace had, how impressed were you that last couple of minutes he had 2 big, huge defensive stops and then knocked down those free throws at the end just to stay in the game?
Well, I was just buying time. Mike was buying us some good, positive minutes, and I was just hoping that he didn't pick up his 5th foul. You know, they went inside and he got a major stop. We rebounded the ball, but he made the winning plays that we needed him to make in those 11 minutes.
Last question, Jeff.
What did you think of Michael Doerr's defense in the 24 minutes that he played tonight, the most he played for you guys?
I mean, I thought he was solid, you know. I mean, with Edie and Williams, you can't give those guys angles, you know what I'm saying? You give them angles, then the ball's coming and you can't catch up to stop them from scoring. You just got to pretty much make it. Mike's a big body, you know, and I thought he did a good job in battling, trying to keep them in front and make plays over the top.
All right, Coach, thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you.